this way. Okay, it goes back in like this. The gas line inlet is facing outwards. Put it back onto the studs and reattach everything. First we'll have to reattach the gas line to this. Might be able to do it after. Let's check out. Let's find out. Try to set you somewhere where you can watch. You'll have to attach the gas line afterwards. So let's get this back in place. There it is. Here comes the gas line. That's on good and snug. What's next? This is the housing. This is what goes over here to protect the airflow or fuel flow screws over here. So we'll attach that shortly. So the next step will be to get this guy back in place. If you recall, this hooky end goes into this little spring arm back here. Let's go ahead and do that first. Alright, that's in place. And then we put the trigger in, push that back down to its groove. There we go. So that's just the way it's supposed to be again. Okay, so we got the gas line attached, we got the throttle trigger attached. Next step, let's get this back together. What went there? That was this little guy. Right here. So open the butterfly up a little, or sorry, close the butterfly. Line the hole up. Angle you back down here. So close the butterfly. That allows you to angle the activator arm in here. Once again, I'm using words that don't make any sense, except to me at the moment that I'm using them, because I don't know what any of this is called. Okay, so that's all back in place. I guess that's the choke assembly arm. We'll just call it that, because this is the choke. Okay, everything's the way it's supposed to be. Choke has its 3 positions, all the way down, up to get it cranked, and all the way up to run. And then, no, completely all the way up to shut it off. Okay, got that. Go ahead and get the air cleaner on and put the nuts back on the studs. Let's check the gasket to the air cleaner, or the air intake. Doesn't really have one. Just has a raised lip. I'm assuming that's okay. good and snug. You don't want any air coming in from around the edges here. You want it all coming in from the top, because that's what the air goes to the air filter. It keeps debris from getting inside the carburetor and the fuel line. Remember, you are screwing through plastic into metal, so if you over tighten, you will crack the plastic. Don't need to do that. Okay, next we get these guys on. I really don't know what this is. Seems to be a secondary air intake somehow. Figured it out. The whole purpose of this is just to cover up those adjustment screws down there. So you got to thread it over the top of the screw. Not very good lighting back in there, but you can see what I'm doing. That boot housing is just going over that screw back there. Okay, got that one on. And there's two more that I need to figure out, so I'm going to set you down. There we go. All those are in place, covering what they're supposed to be covering. Go in there and adjust the screws. All that is back together. Put the air cleaner back on. Mechanically, it's all back together the way it's supposed to be. There's no debris anywhere. I tightened up the bottom plate on the carburetor. It seemed like that was loose. I don't know if that's going to do anything yet. Gas lines are good. The wire connections are good. Not seeing much else that can be done with all that. The trigger assembly is good. It all mechanically is good. What it was acting like is it wasn't getting spark, so that's why I checked the spark plug and the wire that I could get to. I checked that first, and everything was fine with that. I guess the next step would be to check underneath here at the flywheel and see if there's a connection between the magneto and the flywheel. You know how I like magnetos. Okay. Let's see if I have the right tool to get this off. I'll be right back.